Hello there, dear friends, and welcome once again to the Relaxed Fantasy Review. Today, we're going to be talking about spellcasting and the most classic, oldest spellcaster in all of fantasy, the Wizard. Wizards are the masters of magic, they have the most spells available to them, and sometimes it can be intimidating playing a wizard. With a spell list as big as theirs, how are we supposed to know what spells to take? Obviously, there are lots and lots of different styles you can play. But today we're going to be talking about second level spells. Wizards get these at third level, so it's right after they choose their subclass. And again, playing into a specific fantasy, getting specific kinds of spells is absolutely something you should look into, but I've prepared a top 5 list that I think any wizard, no matter what your playstyle or subclass, should consider taking. Starting right away with my fifth suggestion is Misty Step. Misty Step is a bonus action to cast, and you can just teleport 30 feet in a direction you can see. So it helps you get past obstacles, it helps you escape. Wizards are notoriously weak in physical combat, so they can teleport away from creatures, or if you're a blade singer, you could teleport in. And it is just a really handy utility spell. It's good in combat, it's good for exploration, and it's a bonus action to cast, so it doesn't mess around with action economy. Overall, very useful spell for anyone. Now, the next spell, the fourth one on this list, is Suggestion. Suggestion's a powerful social manipulation spell, and unlike a lot of the other full casters, wizards don't typically have high charismas, so convincing creatures to do stuff could be difficult. Enter Suggestion. You cast the spell, creature makes a wisdom save, and if they fail it, they then have to do a course of action that you suggest that's a sentence or two in length. Basically, you just kind of give them an idea, and then they go off and do that idea. As long as it doesn't directly harm them, so they can't, stab themselves or whatever, they will do it. They will go home, they will drop their weapons and surrender, they will wander off to the nearest forest and count how many squirrels they can see during the 8 hours that you concentrate on Suggestion. As long as you keep concentrating on it, it will keep working. Suggestion is a super powerful social manipulation spell. It's almost mind control. And it is very, very useful, and especially so when you're a character who doesn't normally have the ability to socially manipulate. Best part is that the creature, after they carry out the suggestion when the spell ends, they had no idea that you told them to do it. They think that they had a change of heart and just decided to do it. So, yeah, Suggestion's a great one. Now, the third spell on this list is Tasha's Mind Whip. This is the only one that's a direct combat spell. Tasha's Mind Whip, you target a creature, they make an intelligence saving throw. If they fail it, they take 3d8 psychic damage, and cannot take reactions until their next turn. Furthermore, on their next turn, they must choose between taking an action, a bonus action, or movement. They can only pick one. This is fantastic. You can hit someone with Mind Whip and then you can run because they don't have reactions to use their opportunity attacks. And then they can either chase you, but they can't attack you, or they can try to attack you, but they can't move. They can't use their bonus actions unless they commit to it. It is a great debuff spell, great for battlefield control to support your allies or to support yourself getting away. And the best part is if you upcast it, you can target 2 creatures. So you can Mind Whip twice in a row. And all in all, it is one of the best second level spells out there for the battlefield. And of course, psychic damage is rarely resisted, so it's just a good one. At number 2, we have a very unique spell, Rope Trick. Rope Trick is kind of cool because it does something that almost no other spell can do. It creates a pocket of safety. You take a rope, and it floats up into the air at a distance you designate, and then a pocket dimension appears up there. You climb the rope into the pocket dimension. You can pull the rope up after you if you want. It lasts for an hour, and the dimension you can see out of. You can't go out of it, technically. You have to climb back out the way you came in, but Attacks pass right through it, spells go right through it. Rope Trick is basically a hiding spot that lasts an hour. Great place to take a short rest. Not to mention, I've heard of folks who kind of lean out of the hole in the bottom of the Rope Trick and like fire ranged attacks, whether it's a bow or a spell or whatever, and then they just duck back in because they can't be hit. It is a great battlefield spell, a great spell to hide out if you're in danger. And all in all, Rope Trick is just great for any wizard who can get it and fit it into their spell book. It's perfect for most situations. The only spell that I would say beats out Rope Trick is one of my favorite spells in the whole game. Number one on the list, Invisibility. You use Invisibility and you become invisible, or a teammate becomes invisible for an hour of concentration. This invisibility effect means that you can stealth much, much easier. Again, wizards don't typically have a high dexterity, so it helps with that. Or you can cast it on the rogue to make sure that they can absolutely nail their stealth checks. But you can also use it to infiltrate, to hide out, to escape from a deadly situation. You can even use it to set up an ambush. The only downside to invisibility is that if you attack or cast another spell while you're invisible, it wears off. So it's not exactly a combat trick, but it is absolutely worth taking no matter who you are. There is no situation in D&D, or in any situation really, where being invisible will not help in some capacity. And having it as a second level spell that you can just give away to your party or use on yourself, it is absolute money, and it is one of the greatest spells in the whole game. This has been the Relaxed Fantasy Review. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe down below, and keep your eyes peeled for more spellcasting reviews coming down the line soon. Have a good one, my friends.